Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Taniya Anitra, but most people call me Tiny. It has been so long since I said that. It feels so good to say that again. I know a lot of y'all are probably wondering, like, where have you been? Vlogmas was going so good, and even though I didn't get to finish Vlogmas, I still am glad that I feel like that was the best Vlogmas I did. Like, I loved it. I am upset that I didn't get to finish it, but with what I just went through, baby, I can't complain about nothing, okay? And I know y'all are probably looking at that title like, what? If you follow me on TikTok or my spam account on Instagram, you pretty much know what happened, but a lot of people did ask for a story time, and I also didn't want to just come back and not tell y'all what happened because I feel like it's so important for us sickle cell warriors and just for people in general. You know, I'm gonna try not to get emotional in this story time. I'm breathing heavy. I don't know why I'm so nervous. It kind of has me shaking, which is why it also took a long time for me to come back to YouTube, because I've kind of just been like still trying to understand, and like I don't even know how to put it into words. I look a mess right now. It's really late at night. I had to film this at night when the kids are in bed. Lately, Cash has been giving me HE double hockey sticks. So yeah, it's been a little hard, you know. I just recovered from the flu as well. All of us had the flu. Yeah, it's been a lot going on. When I say a lot, a lot. Hopefully this year can be better. And with what I did just go through, it just made me look at life so differently. So let me stop blabbering and let's just get into it. So, as you can see by the title, it says that I died, and I did. Well, almost. You could say I did and I didn't. I almost did and I came back. I did and I came back. I don't know. My heart stopped, literally. I was out of here for a minute, literally, and I am here right now. My hands are shaking. Yeah, I'm here, and it's so scary. Oh my gosh. It's so hard for me to talk about. I don't know why. But yeah, I can't remember the exact date. Last month in December, I ended up just, waking up, taking care of the kids. They were on Christmas break, so no, Kingston didn't have school. I was going downstairs, and if you know anything about sickle cell, you know that the cold is an automatic like trigger for sickle cell. I'm not gonna say automatic, but it can be. And in my case, that's probably one of my worst like triggers besides stress. Stress is probably my number one trigger. But the cold always triggers my sickle cell. Even if I don't have a full-blown crisis, I end up in some sort of pain. Yeah, it was a normal morning. Kids woke me up. Kingston wanted breakfast, had to change the baby, had to feed him. So upstairs, like, I don't know, for some reason it's very warm up here, but when you go downstairs it's very cold. It never feels how it feels up there, and a sudden change in temperature is not good when it comes to sickle cell. So as soon as I got down there, my legs started hurting so bad. So I'm like, okay, let me take it slow. Let me sit down. Let me drink some water. I'm doing all of that, and nothing was working. But still, like, Kingston's hungry, and the baby is whining, and nobody was here. It was just me and the kids. My mom wasn't here. She was at work. My baby daddy wasn't here. Nobody. It was so early in the morning. Nobody was really even up. So yeah, I was just here by myself, and I was just laying here, and it just kept getting worse no matter what I was doing. And I said, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to call Ashanti. And I probably was waiting just to see if it would get better for like an hour, and sometimes it does get better. So that's why I was waiting. I called my sister and I'm in tears. I'm crying so hard. When I tell y'all, this is the worst sickle cell crisis I have ever had in my life. Literally the worst, obviously, if my heart stopped. But I called her and I'm just like, can you come take me to the hospital? Like, I'm feeling terrible. I cannot drive. and the kids are here, so like, can you take them to their daddy, or can you just watch them, or whatever? Like, I just need to get to the hospital. I am crying so hard. I woke her up out of her sleep, so it was taking her a little minute to get here because she had to get dressed and all of that stuff. So I'm just waiting around, and y'all, I am in this room right here going crazy. Like, and I don't know about y'all, my sickle cell warriors, but when I'm having a sickle cell crisis, when it gets really, really, really bad, I can't be still. I'm on the bed, then 1 minute I'm on the floor, then 1 minute I'm pacing back and forth, then 1 minute I feel like I gotta poop when I really don't have to poop, but it feels like it because the pain was everywhere at that point. I started to feel it in my jaws, in my head, and I'm like, I called her again. I'm like, where are you? Where are you? And she's like, she's on the way. So I just stayed on the phone with her and literally just crying. And then it got to a point where I felt like I could not breathe. And I was breathing. I don't know. I was breathing, but something was off. Like, something was telling me, like, you don't have enough time. Call the ambulance. So I said, and I can hardly talk at this point, so it's kind of hard for her to understand me. But I'm like, Ashanti, can you please call the ambulance? And she's like, okay, I'm gonna call the ambulance. And she just hurry up and hang up. And then she called me back after she calls them. Yeah, I'm laying here. What did I have on? I had on a shirt. I think I had on these exact sweatpants, if I'm not mistaken. I did, actually. I had on these exact sweatpants. I had on this shirt right here, matter of fact. I just took it off. I sleep in this shirt all the time. Of Ashanti. I had on this shirt and these sweatpants. Like, usually when I have to go to the hospital, I'll put on, some shoes, some socks, pack my little bag. I didn't do anything. I was in such bad condition. I could not talk by the time the ambulance got here. I was aware that they were here. I heard them, but I could not physically speak to them. They are steadily asking me, what's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, where's the pain? La la la. And I'm pointing to it, but for some reason I cannot talk. And so they asked me, can you walk? And I'm not saying nothing. I'm just screaming and crying, and I just couldn't get anything out of me verbally at that point. That's never happened before. Like, usually I'm always able to speak. That has never happened. So I'm like, what? In my head, that was such a scary, it was so fucking scary. So yeah, they bring this big sheet up here. They put like the sheet under me and they carry me with the sheet because we have upstairs, so they couldn't bring, like, they didn't want to bring the gurney up here or whatever. So they carried me on the sheet, then they put me on the gurney outside, and it was freezing cold. I didn't have on a jacket. I didn't have on nothing. I didn't have on no socks, nothing. And as soon as I got in the ambulance, my heart stopped. Literally. It's crazy because I remember feeling that little sense of peace. Like, as soon as I got in the ambulance, I just felt myself like slumping over. First time I did it, he did this to my chest and he was like, wake up, wake up, wake up, stay with me. And then I stayed with him for a minute and then did it again. And then next thing I know, when I wake up, I just see the little defibrillators. Is that what they call them? The thing to, like, bring your heart back. And that's when I hear him telling the driver to, like, okay, cut the lights on. We gotta hurry up and get her here. He's steady doing my chest like this. At this point, like, I'm back, but I'm not really back all the way. Like, you get what I'm saying? I got to the hospital and they just, regular routine treatment. Honestly, I wouldn't even say routine treatment. That was a terrible experience. As soon as I got there, they did, like, all the scans and stuff because, like, why did her heart stop? They said my scans look good. Like, they don't see a reason on why my heart stopped. But as a sickle cell patient, we all know that when you are having a really bad crisis, oxygen is not getting to certain parts of your body like it should. So me personally, I feel like I just wasn't getting that oxygen to my heart that I needed. It's just so scary, and I feel like I'm so shaken by it because had I tried to wait 1 minute longer. If I hadn't got on that ambulance like right then and there, my kids probably wouldn't have a mother. And that sounds so horrible to even think about or say. And I think about that every night now. Like, I don't know. Hold on, I'm trying to keep myself together. I'm just glad that I did everything at the exact time I should have did it. I feel like God was really looking out for me in that moment. Or maybe was he trying to teach me something? Was he warning me? Do I need to do better? If anything, it did teach me that I need to have faith in him. It's like my whole brain chemistry has changed. I will never take another day for granted again, because knowing that you had to be brought back, and it's so scary because that don't always work. Like, I went out, and when people go out, them defibrillators don't always work. So the fact that I even had the chance to still be here, God gets all the glory, because, and honestly, I'm not scared to die. I'm just scared of leaving my kids behind so young. And especially, like, I'm not nowhere where I want to be to where I can leave them with everything they could imagine. I want to be able to leave my kids with houses and cars, and I'm just glad that I have the opportunity to do that again. And I don't want to keep talking about that because I'm gonna start crying. But my heart gets like, why is it so hard for me to breathe when I'm talking about this? Calm down. Calm down. Like I said, once we got to the hospital, nobody could figure out like what was wrong, why my heart stopped. It's just like, it stopped, but you're here, you know? And then at that point, they just did the routine treatments for my sickle cell, which are blood transfusions and IV bags and pain medication. And even then, this was the most terrible hospital stay I've had in probably my whole life. Besides the time I was in Texas, because in Texas, they straight up didn't believe me. So this had to be the second worst. The doctor that got assigned to my case, he was giving me dosages that I was getting when I was in pediatrics, when I was a little girl. And he kept telling me, like, I'm not comfortable giving you this. And I keep telling him, sir, like, it's not about what you're comfortable with. I'm the patient. I'm telling you what works for me. I am in pain. Help me. Give me something that works. And he just was not going for nothing. Imagine being in pain. Imagine almost losing your life. Then you know that. So I'm dealing with a lot mentally. At that point, I was so confused, so scared, so angry. So I was feeling everything. And then I'm hurting physically. And then I have a doctor who doesn't want to properly treat my pain because it don't make him comfortable. Like, you can easily go back in my charts and see what I've been given in the past. You'll see that the dosages I'm telling you, I got them and I was fine. I'm still here. And he kept making up every excuse in the book to not give me that medicine, to the point where I had to go to the pain management team, and they deal with people who are dying, who are about to pass on. So the fact that I had to go to them to get my pain treated, and that was several days later before I even knew I could do that. And then the only reason they even told me I could do that, because that was my first time ever hearing about that. The only reason they told me I could do that is because my pain got so bad again a few days later, to the point where I could not walk. I peed on myself. It's embarrassing. It is. I'm not gonna lie. But it's just what comes. I peed on myself and everything. Like, I was screaming to the top of my lungs. And then that's when the nurse wants to be like, I'm gonna get you in contact with the pain management team. And actually, she didn't even tell me this. She told my auntie that. Actually, my auntie is the one who came up there and talked to them. Sorry if it's all over the place, but it's been really crazy. I was in the hospital for like 2 weeks, and yeah, I'm a lot better now. For now, hopefully it can stay like that for a little while. And yeah, I just wanted to come and update y'all. I don't want to make this any longer than it has to be. But I just want to say that I am so thankful to be here. To my sickle cell warriors, please, 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 like, don't wait around. Don't sit around. Like, if you are in excruciating pain, don't sit around thinking it's gonna get better. Like, it's gonna get better, but go to where you can actually get help. You can't get the proper help from home. And just to anybody, sickle cell or not, like, live every day like it's your last. Don't take any day for granted. And as y'all know, my birthday just passed, New Year's Eve. And this year, if you follow my TikTok, then you already know I did not do much this year. And I didn't feel the need to do much. Usually I'm a big brat when it comes to my birthday. But after that incident, I was like, girl, this is the best birthday you had. You are here. You are here when you almost weren't. And that itself just was the best gift. So I just went shopping. I went out to eat. My friend surprised me, and that was that. I wore the most simplest fit, a fit I would wear any other day, but it was still the best birthday ever. And yeah, I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so happy that I get to continue this journey with y'all. Yeah, I just couldn't come on here and like not update y'all and tell y'all what was going on and why I did disappear. But I am happy to be back, and I hope you guys are ready for the content. It took me a little minute. Like, it's been a little minute since the incident. It's probably been like, how long has it been? I really don't know. It's probably been like 3 weeks now. Yeah, probably 3.5 weeks. And it's just been taking me a little minute to come back for real, or to really do anything for that matter. I'm not gonna lie, I've just been rotting in bed, and I don't know. I am so grateful that I am here, but it's also so scary because it's kind of, dang, like, I know I go through sickle cell, and I know we all know that sickle cell can take your life, but it hasn't took it, or I've never got in a situation where it was close to taking it for real. So the fact that I literally was knocking on death's door like that was, yeah, it has had me kind of shaking. That's all I think about. Now I don't even like go to sleep early anymore. I stay up all night. I just be overthinking. It's been a lot. It's not easy. Like, I'm so happy about it, but I'm also so scared. I'm so scared now because now I know that, wow, this is really a possibility. I love you guys though. I'm not gonna keep talking. I just wanted to come tell y'all. For those of you who have been asking, I hope I explained it. If y'all have any questions, just comment down below. Let me know what y'all want to see because we are back. I really miss y'all, and I just can't wait to get back to doing what I love because this is part of me, and maybe I'll start to feel a little bit better. So yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.